Today we'll be making a gorgeous lavender piece with the most stunning colors. Honestly, I've never tried a combination like this before and I can't believe how it turned out. A little creativity and some new techniques can go a long way. So stick around until the end to see the final result. I'm actually surprised that I haven't attempted this flower since the beginning of my channel. Why? Because England is full of lavender and the area where I live is also full of lavender. When I recently read one of your requests, I thought, oh my goodness, of course, time to make a lavender. How big do I want the flowers? Do I want lots of little ones or do I want a couple of bigger ones? I think it will look nicer if we go with the bigger ones. Yeah. Okay, we've got one. Huge. I wonder if you can see that. Because I am not using 4B pencil. I'm using a regular pencil for a reason. It's easier to rub it off because knowing myself, I'll be rubbing off a lot. There will be some leaves. Lavender have narrow leaves, yes, so I always recommend checking the real thing. I have plenty of them around, so I don't have to check. But if you haven't seen lavender, look at some good photos, maybe botanical drawing, that will help as well. Now the top of the flowers, I'm only sketching some, I don't know how to call them, some little bulbs. Final touches. I think I'm happy with the position and I'm happy with the size. I'm thinking I desperately need something here. Some of the bigger ones, they will have flowers. They're all buds, but some of them actually have flowers growing on them. That's my design. I do like the composition. First I was tempted to use glue gun because I like using glue gun, but then I thought some of you are finding it difficult to control the glue gun. So maybe I'll do this one with the paste. I will be using super heavy gesso and I bought a new all-purpose filler. I must say I was surprised. It was 3 times the price that I bought it for last time. It's quite disturbing, isn't it? I'll probably mix it roughly half and half. Mixed and I mixed. Now let me load it. Yes, this is an old cone. I'm sure you're not surprised with me, you know, storing everything. But it still works the same, you know. If you keep it in a jar, you don't have to make another one. Need water, a brush, and of course I'm going to be flattening it when it's still wet and shape it any way you like. Make it flatter. I think I will leave it like this. Paste is lovely, flows really nicely, so I'm happy. You know what I could use? One of those special endings for cake making. I bought so many, but I've never used it. I don't know, I find them quite intimidating. Don't worry if your leaves are not perfect. They shouldn't. They shouldn't. This is actually going really nicely. No problems whatsoever. Once I've done all the leaves, I'm going to add the stems. And then I'll have fun with the little flowers. Little leaves. I am doing the bigger ones, trying to make them more chunky than the first ones. So some of them are behind, some of them are in front. I was going to leave the little flowers for later, but as usual, I am impatient. So I am adding them now and touching the background with a little bit of paste. Something like that. And then I am spreading it together. Yes, it would be much nicer if my nozzle was smaller. Oh look, it's a nice little cute flower. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 so far. I'm going to add a couple more here. Look at this. less than 24 hours. Dried really, really, really well. So as you can see, I left myself the stems. That's the easiest one. Oh, my hand is shaky. Now I am going to repeat it with all the rest. Do you know that in real life those stems are not so round, they're a bit flattish, a bit rough to touch. I want to talk about colors, but before, please have a look how beautiful it looks in white. I covered it with one layer of white. I really like it. But yes, I am going to use some purples, so let's have a look. This is the main hero, white. White is going to be in every paint I'm going to use. I am also going to use Pearl Space Grey, but of course you can use Mars Black instead. Mix it with white to achieve grey. Now I've got two purples. I don't have many paints, but I've got two purples. Velvet purple and this is violet. So this is the warmer purple, this is the cooler one. There will be a touch of pink. I picked pearl pink because I like this color here. And a touch of Naples yellow. I will be intermixing those paints, so none of the paints will be as you can see it now, they'll be all heavily toned down with grey, most of them. Ta-da! See those three? The purples with tons of grey in it and lots of white. And I made them lighter, mid-tone and the darkest. I didn't want them so vibrant. I also have some, you wouldn't guess what this is. This is a little bit of pink with grey, but I do... Oh, I forgot. I added quite a lot of gold here and white. While I'm still mixing, I want to say a huge thank you to everybody who commented on my recent boat. There were so many comments of complimenting my color choices. Thank you so much. I must say, I do like the color scheme for the boat. You can see it here. If you want to see that tutorial, you can click over there. For all of you who would like to know what's inside my paint, I just want a big disclaimer. I don't measure anything. I just eyeball stuff. So I would say 1 part of paint, 2 parts of Floetrol, 1 part of my pouring medium, which is PVA glue and water. And then, because I want these to be super runny, like this one, I sprayed in some water, just pure water. So I always say the consistency is the key. For this one, I want it very runny. See, hardly any build-up. Putting up little legs, very useful. It's quite light. I think I preferred this one. It's a bit darker, but not that much. Oh, beautiful color. Oh, this is very elegant, isn't it? And of course this gold. This gold is very, very important. So I want quite a lot of it here. Maybe with a mix of this. Okay, we've got this darker one. Let me move it first. Maybe I'll do it properly once. I'm just going to take a sheet of plastic so I don't get my hand completely covered. But it works. I'm already liking what I'm seeing. Yes, yes, yes. These drips will cover the edges. I want to add a little bit of this in between my flower, not too much. I need a powerful blow, so I'm going to use, yes, this powerful contraption, dangerous contraption. Ready, steady, go. Okay, quick evaluation. Loving these. Too purple, too dark. That's fine. Let's sort it out. Let's add some more. Well, oh no, oh no. Ah! That's way too much. Okay, that was an accident, you know. Okay. Okay, let me take a different hair dryer and look at this. Really not. Okay, this is behaving all right. Scooping up the mess, and that will give me a really nice color for another painting. I'm kind of stuck. I kind of like it as it is. However, I do want some more contrast. One thing for sure, I don't want to see any green here. That will not look good, and that was not my plan. I'm going to hold some tissue because I may not like what I'm doing. I'm going to choose a nice soft brush like this one to have some water. Let's try with a bit of violet. I wonder what you're saying to me. I'm kind of trying to hear it. Okay, let's try here. Okay. Little residue left. I think I am going to like it. Yes, I will be doing it now around every stem and every leaf, applying color just to take it off. No, I'm not even using a tissue, I am using my finger because it blends better. Oh, that's really satisfying. Let me wipe it off now. I think I need something clean, don't I? Yes, that's what I wanted, just in between. Okay, what do you think? I always wonder where my piece will find a loving home. Majority of my work is in the US. Actually, do you know that I've never been to the United States? Never. But my paintings, that's nice. I've got a couple of lovely people who've got quite a few, like several of my pieces, which is absolutely amazing. This is light gold. Well, I don't want it everywhere. Final touches. I don't like doing it with a brush. I must say, I haven't done this color combo purples with cream and gold. I hope there are some purple lovers here. Maybe some touches of gold leaf will make it, I don't know, more special. So let's do that. Gilding paste, but a very small amount. I don't like adding a lot of gold. I've been using it for quite a few years. It's been working well. As you can see, this is going to be a very small amount on some of them. Gold leaf. I don't like putting whole sheets because, well, I'm wasting a lot, and to be honest, scraping it off, it's easier if you don't put so much. I'm ready to brush it off. There won't be much left. I'm not expecting a lot left, and that's good. You can always add more if you don't like it after the first scraping. Oh wow, look at the shine. What do you think? I think it looks really nice with the purple. If I may say so, it looks rather elegant, doesn't it? I'll take you for some close-ups. Well, there we are. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider leaving a like or a comment under the video. It does help the algorithms a lot. If you would like to help directly support the channel and get access to extended versions of my weekly videos, you can visit my Patreon page. And if you really like this piece, it's for sale now on my website, abcreativeofficial.com. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next Saturday. Bye bye!